Alright, so we're back with more Payne's Creek killings. The last episode we made so much damage. We put so much damage, so much work into the city of Payne's Creek. We found out so much. We're now about to uncover Scott's little secrets. What secrets is our Scotty boy hiding? Scotty boy! Yeah, Scotty. Alright, we're here. Scotty, my boy, what do you have for us? That board over there is going to tell us so much. I already know it. This is not... Oh my days. This is a key. To an old gate key. I think I know exactly where that goes. This looks like so much... That looks so much like a note. See, all these items, we have to pick them up. I wonder if that's anything. It probably ain't. VHS. I wish I could put it in here, but it doesn't seem like we can. Why was she killed? Who is this? This has to be... Oh, is this Sophia? Ah, yeah, I'm guessing that's Sophia. Okay, who killed my mother? So, who killed my mother? Magdalene Roberts. So we got... Magdalene couldn't be. She tried to find Sophia. Oh, okay, so he knows that his mother was oh, actually no, hold on. He tried to find Sophia. She tried to find Sophia. Charles, he's my father, so he doesn't know just yet. This is Vivian. You got Bernard. We haven't gotten him out. He saved me, couldn't be him. You've got Matthew in Indonesia at the time, so Father Matthew's out. You got Trisha. Killed Magdalene, Dr. Johnson. So, yeah, we kind of knew that already. Dorothy. She loved and took care of Sophia when she was pregnant. Derek, it couldn't have been. He's 6 years old at that time. You got, well, hello, Wanda. Wanda. Maidservant, Derek's mom. Derek. It must suck to be you. Andrew, the mansion gardener. So we've got Charles, Vivian, Bernard, Andrew, Wanda, Dr. Johnson, and Trisha as the possible suspects. So this is what? Oh, hold on. Whoa, okay. So we got Dorothy's house. Old sewer entrance. You better believe I'm taking a photo of that. You've got Bernard's house. We already knew that. Derek and Wanda's house is 43 Silver Lake Boulevard. The Payne's Creek Cemetery is where the time capsule is. And then Andrew's home. So we got this. Andrew's home. Andrew's who? Andrew Reed, right? Okay, so we got the old sewer entrance. And I know the old sewer entrance is the only way you can get into the basement of the Payne's Creek Community Hospital. So, first off, what I think we're going to do... That was crazy. I'm telling you, this thing, it said pull. I was like, why on earth does this thing want me to pull? I was down here one time, and then I kept pulling on it. Pause, but yeah, nothing was happening. So now that we actually got the crucifix thing in there, we actually did something. So let's go to the cemetery. I think I just busted this case wide open. Man, just to think, if we were to have gotten that 5385 on our own, we wouldn't have needed any help. We would have gotten so far if we would have just known the passcode. It's locked, but there's no key or anything. Okay, so yeah, so it has to be the cemetery then. And then Andrew Reed, I took a photo of it. So we'll do that once we get to the cemetery. Hopefully we can open up this little thing to the cemetery, because then we can get the time capsule. So yeah, one way or another, we're definitely going to need to get into Andrew Reed's house. Really? It's an old... Okay, so it wasn't to the cemetery. It was to the little out thing The little backyard in the mansion. So we know where that is now. Boy, this game was so good. I can't even lie to you, I have no complaints. So far, this game is really good. So we know at least that Vivian Roberts most likely killed Magdalene Roberts with the help of Henry Johnson, Dr. Johnson. That we know for certain. I'm trying to think, what did we even find in here? What did we find in here? So we found that. There was a key, wasn't there? Was it to the attic? It was to Dorothy's house and in the attic. So yeah, let's go back here now. This has to be it. Boom. And progress, dare I say, was made. This leads to filth. Zilch. Nothing back here. Why would there be? Alright. Trail closed. Do not enter. You can't squeeze through there. Is this the sewer entrance? Oh my days. It sure is the sewer entrance. You know what I realized? If this was real life, I could have just hopped over these gates, you know what I'm saying, and got in here. But yeah, sewer entrance. Let's get into that basement now. And then we get to the basement. We turn back everything on. We have that card, right? Henry Johnson's card, too. Oh my gosh. He's like the head doctor, too. So we're getting into everywhere. I might finish this game tonight, to be honest. Okay, so that leads to whatever. What is this? Store in the inventory. What was that? Fell at the bottom of the well. Something etched in the back. Oh, 526. So this is a... Something found at the bottom of the well. This is a... We need this for... I don't know what. Is this for that little thing in the study? I'm thinking it is. Boy, yeah, we just needed the one. We just need that one thing, and everything unfurled after that. Oh, or not... Oh, 5385. Where's the study? First floor. Getting ahead of myself. So this either opens up something to the study, or... Oh, 526 was it? So it doesn't work for this. Let me look at this again. That says 0526. Yeah. Okay. What I'm thinking this is... I'm thinking we did 0526, right? Yep. So it didn't work for this. Oh, yeah. I'm thinking this goes to the desk in Father Matthew's cribbo, which means we gotta go all the way to the other side of the map and do this. Yep, the church, yeah. Oh, hold on. Wasn't there... There might be like a little... Nah, there's no way. It has to be for this. If it ain't for this, I don't know what it's for. But it has to be for this. Okay, so there wasn't any, like, locked... Everything wasn't locked. So we got everything in here. Yes, sir. Alright. Father Matthew, please let this work. Where's his desk? Or maybe is there a... There's not. So yeah, these are the only two living areas. So if it wasn't here, then it was at... No? What's this for then? Let me just take a shout, alright? Because I think... Okay, so I was right. I thought I remembered seeing that somewhere. Anywho's, we're not going to dive into that yet. We need to find out what this is for. I need to find another game just like this. This game was perfect. I don't know about... it was pretty dang good. Pretty close to excellent. But yeah, we need to find where this... Great, okay. Actually, we need to go back here. We didn't... Did we take a photo of it? We did. Oh my days. How smart of me. Oh, hold on. Wait, just a tick now. I'm guessing... Okay, so we have to go back to the house anyways. The entrance to the sewer was this little thing over here, right? And you need a key to get into that. Let me just double check. Because this leads to Black Pine Road, and... Yep, Bob's your uncle, it seems. This is the entrance to the sewer. Yep. And this was found... Yeah, so this has to be... We need this. There's no electricity at the... Oh, that's right. I don't even think y'all know about that yet. We found a whole bunch of stuff at the hospital. After looking around, we found a bunch of stuff. But yeah, no, we just didn't get enough done, so I just deleted all the footage. But yeah, we found a lot of stuff at the hospital, and that key card belonging to Henry Johnson was one of them. But the thing was man, what am I trying to say here? The thing is the power went out, so we couldn't use the key card. And so now the only way we can get into the basement... Alright, let me restart from scratch. We found Henry Johnson's card at the hotel after doing a lot of searching. But the thing was we need to get into the basement because the electricity went out. The electricity went out. The electricity room is in the basement, so we have to get a key to get to the basement. But we don't have a key, and the only way to get into that spot would be via the sewers. And so we need to find this key to the sewers. 0526. Dude, there's like 2 places. There's only 2 hold on. So who would have a locket like that? Vivian might have a locket like that. Or Sophia. And I think Sophia is staying at Dorothy's house. So let's go to Dorothy's house. And hopefully, knock on wood, there's something there. And if not, we'll just go the Father Matthew route. Boy, this is rather annoying, you know, because you gotta go through all of this. So you had the bathroom. And that was locked. I highly doubt that this would be a desk at the community hospital. I'm thinking this is to a crib, like Bernard's house. And Bernard lives on 31 Silver Lake, which is just right around here somewhere. Alright, so we're at Bernard's house. We need to figure out also whose houses we know who live in. Didn't make any sense, but... See this. No way! 0526 was the one, right? So it wasn't this. Okay. So we checked the entire mansion. Let's look at our maps, huh? Our photos. Maybe it's to like... So you've got the birdhouse. Black Pine, you've got Andrew's house, Derek and Wanda's house on 43 Silver Lake, Bernard's house, Dorothy's house. We checked Dorothy's house. We've checked Bernard's house. Let's check Derek and Wanda's house. If we can even get into that. I think we can, actually. Yeah, okay. Thought so. Do these guys have a little... Let's go upstairs, because this is usually where they're at. I need a tool to fix this. Okay, I see. So what we need is the tool that will be provided after we go to what's-his-name's photo lab. Who on earth could have the padlocked code 0526? Okay, nothing here. They said ask Miss Dorothy for my... Okay, 0526. Who on earth... Was there a secret thing in Scott's spot? I'm telling you, oh, man. I say this every time, but I'm telling you, I think there was. So it has to be here. You need a key to get to the gate. See, they have this birdhouse. Something's up with this birdhouse. But I guess that's above my pay grade for now. Wait, what? I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Found it next to an old sewer map. Okay, so I just completely skipped over this. Let's take a photo of this. I'm kind of mad I kind of skipped over that. That took me like, I don't even know how long, but we finally found the way into the sewer. Copped that. Oh, okay, here we go. Wait, did we read this? I don't think I've read this yet. Okay, Monday, February 13th. I realized who I am from the moment I saw the photo. I have the exact same blanket. I know who my father is. Everything makes sense now. Tuesday, March 7th. I visited Andrew today. I needed to know where they hid Mom's body, but he cried and begged me not to say anything about it anymore. There was no room for whatever questions I had left. I then told him I'm the boy he gave Father Calvin to get rid of. He was utterly shocked. After that, I left. I could not bear to look at him for another second. I know who I am, and now I feel everything is falling apart. Andrew came to the cabin and told me where the body was hidden. He said he was sorry and left. Eternally, I was quiet. Externally, I was quiet. Internally, I was sputtering and livid. After he left, I came to my room and cried. April 4th, the well had dried up and was covered in moss. I wouldn't have known that the well even existed if I didn't work at the mansion. I finally found Mom's body. I buried her in the cemetery next to Father Calvin. There was no tombstone for her, just a wooden cross. I don't think Father Calvin would mind. After all, he was the one who saved me. Wednesday, May 3rd. A month has passed. I haven't worked since and have stopped meeting anyone. Trisha knocks on my door every day, but I would hide each time. She cries every time, begging me to come out, anxious to know why I won't see her, if she has done anything wrong. I don't know what to say to her, but I know we cannot be together anymore. Saturday, May 13th. Father Calvin visited me today. He said that he hasn't seen me at church for a while, that no one has heard from me in weeks. When he asked how I was doing, I began crying. The tears just flowed down my cheeks. I cried and I cried. I just couldn't stop them. I told him everything. I told him that I know that Charles is my father. I confessed that I now knew that Trisha was my half-sister. I said I didn't know what to do now. He listened and didn't speak. Yep. Booyah. Here's a pattern on the baby's blanket. 0621 95. Bingo. Take a photo of that. That most certainly could be important. Looks like a music box key attached to it. A music box key. Interesting. Interesting. Thank you. So we came down here. We didn't find what we were looking for, but we found what we were looking for. So that key belonged... Oh, I knew it. That locket belonged to Sophia. It had 0526 on it. We need to go. So we can go in the sewers now, but I think we're going to go to the mansion. See what's in that music box. See, this feels great. Before I wasn't happy because we couldn't find anything out because I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what 0526 represented, but we didn't need it yet. But now that we actually have stuff to do, this game is actually insanely fun. So let's go this way. House is over here, stupid. At least we can get into the sewer now. Let's just unlock it. We ain't got no need to go yet. That's right, it's hiding in the foliage. Okay, so the old sewer. Boom. Alright. We'll come back for that later. But for now, we are going to open this up. And we know exactly where that music box is. That music box is in the back. Or not in the back, up top. Where what's her name sleep at? Trisha. That's kind of crazy. Living your whole life, being attracted to a woman. Well, not your whole life, but starting to become attracted to a woman and starting to fall in love with her. Just kidding, she's your half-sister. Lol, Keck W. Get mad, kid. Time's at 10:30 already? Jeez. Alright. Music key box. I need you to unlock. What you got? Oh, we got a buttload in here. No. No, open that back up. I want that. Okay, so that's nothing then, I guess. Let's read this. Dear Trisha, as I've grown to learn about my birth parents, I feel as if a great veil has lifted from my eyes. I now understand why Father Matthew was against us seeing each other. He was right. We shouldn't be together. Please believe me when I say I did not kill your mother. I've never lied to you and I never will. I don't know who killed Vivian. Hopefully the truth will come to light someday. There is so much that I want to tell you, but I cannot at this moment. I pray the day when I can express everything to you will come quickly. All I can say now is that I am sorry for all the pain that I've caused you. Please forgive me. Sincerely, Scotty boy. And Scotty boy. You're telling me that's it? There's not more? What is this? That looks like something. So all we can do is read it then, alright? Cool. So yeah. So we know the story of Scott. Scott is the love child, like I had said a million times already, of Charles Roberts and Sophia. They made the beast with two backs, and a beast came out named Scott. But anyways, let's get into this sewer. So this is the first time we've actually been down here. Alright. Photos. Sewer. Take a look. We have to go to Paynes Creek Community Hospital. This is the old sewer. So we're at the old sewer entrance right now. So we need to take a right. Let's just see if that's right. Climb up. So that's locked. Okay. So yeah. This is the entrance. It was right, I guess. Pull out them photos. So we need to take a right, and a right. 3 rights. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I won't be shocked if... Hold on. I'll bet you money we'll probably need to find a key of some sort. So that's to the mayor's mansion. No. That is to the Paynes Creek River. We need to get to the community church. So that's locked. So our mission lies in here somewhere. They didn't give us no sewer entrance key for nothing. Do these open? They do. This leads to what, though? It's definitely not the hospital. Oh my gosh, it was. It did lead to the... Now that's crazy. Nah, dog, that's crazy. Okay. A tool used for fixing broken drawers, hammer, or pull out nails. So that's gonna be for... Oh my gosh, what is the name of... Oh, we can do all this now. Wow, okay. We're about to make crazy... Oh, yep. I don't know what BH stands for, but... I don't even know what that was for. A briefcase key. Found in the hospital morgue. Looks like a hospital key, or a room key with initials. Tagged Bernard something. Is Bernard's last name start with an H? So you got Stephen Moss's wallet. Great. Great. Okay. So now we've got... This is Steve Moss's. Okay. How many of this do we... How much do we have? Okay. So... April 16th, I called Is that what? No, we're not even close. I called Dorothy last week. She told me something interesting about Sophia. There was a puzzle that she received from Matthew when she first started working at the mansion. Sort of a birthday gift for her. In that puzzle... Hold on. There's a puzzle she received from Matthew. Sort of birthday gift for her. Okay. In that puzzle, Sophia was to visit both hers and Matthew's favorite locations in Paynes Creek. In each location lies a clue that Matthew had written on the wall of the building exterior. The clues, when put together, will point to her, the location of her gift. I thought that was a neat idea. Sophia's favorite places: Anne's courtyard and in suites, bridge over the stream by the gate entrance, bridge over the stream, okay, and then the post office. Why would someone like the post office? And where can I find Matthew's favorite places? April 20th. I received an anonymous message this morning. It claimed that Scott wasn't Vivian's killer. Unfortunately, that's all I've got. I've had my doubts whether Scott really killed Vivian. He sure had the motive, but upon reading all his diaries and looking through his investigation notes, I can't help but think that Scott didn't kill Vivian. On the contrary, he was trying to find out who killed Vivian, as well as what really happened to Andrew, Reed, and Dr. Johnson. I still don't know if this anonymous person is a man or a woman, but they've helped solidify my thoughts on Scott. April 29th, I received another message yesterday. It told me to look into Bernard, the mansion's butler. I can't help but feel that this person is trying to tell me something, but not exactly what. The message said I will find something in the house. Today, I believe I received a key in the mail with the initials BH. Does this stand for Bernard's house? I've searched everywhere and read all of Bernard's diaries. Something just doesn't add up. Maybe it's just a hunch, or simply that I'm thinking too much. But why would he have really killed Vivian? Here's something else about his entries that just made me pause and wonder if he is indeed the murderer. I photographed all the pages. Excellent. You did you? Photographed all the pages. Let's open all these up too while we're at it. I mean, we're already here, you know? We might as well. They ain't gonna let me open these up, right? Guess I know you can't open these up. Alright, I think that's it for the morgue, at least. They told him to look into, what's his name? Bernard. Is this all there is to it? Can unlock that now. Electrical room. Here we go. And let there be light. But not in the basement, though. Never in the basement. Elevators aren't working. Strange. Alright, so that's good. But now we have this key card. Let's see what all we have. We have... This is to Bernard's. This is to a briefcase found in the hospital morgue. This is for that briefcase on Steve Moss's desk. We still need to find out what that's for. And we still have the Slim Jimmy. if we ever need it. Slim Jimmy. Hi, bye, haters. I filled the club with paper. All right. Now for the head honcho. Vivian Roberts. This is from Vivian Roberts to Dr. Henry Johnson. Oh, okay, he lives at 45 Black Pine Road. Dear Dr. Henry Johnson, I would like to thank you for your contribution to Paynes Creek Community Hospital and the people of Paynes Creek for the past 2 decades. However, there are reports regarding the mishandling of funds designated for the PCH, most of which came from the Roberts Relief Fund. This support was meant to help with the purchases of medical equipment and supplies. Since a sum of nearly $160,000 have been estimated missing, we have no other choice except to open an investigation. Until you are able to explain the discrepancies between your accounting and ours, we have no choice but to suspend all funding for the hospital for the time being. I will be meeting you and your accountant to solve these issues so we may continue to support the hospital's needs. Sincerely, Vivian Roberto. This is for room 203. We're gonna get on that ASAP. No Rocky. I know what you did. Meet me by the well tonight at midnight. You know which one. Come alone. Okay, so that's the original no. Now we need to read this one. Fax it tomorrow. To Charles Roberts. I don't know if it's a joke that you sent me the threat letter, but if you knew about the well, then you must have found out the truth. Just so you know, your wife was the one behind it all. If you have any grudge, it's with her, not me. I was just a witness of Sophia's death. Nothing more. Henry Johnson. Oh my days. The dude just admitted I was just a witness. The dude just finally committed. Okay, so we know how Sophia died. We don't know how Vivian died. All right. Room 203. Boom. Now we're really making dents. Where is this staircase? Boy, I love this game. I love it. Room 203, 201. I think 203 is one of these ones. Room 203. Open up, baby boy. What do you have for the slime easy? I don't know why I called myself that. I will refrain from doing so in the future. VSH tape. Happily ever after. Okay. So what, is this like a marriage thing? What's that say? Oh, okay. It looked like it said 503 or something. So you got all this. So Scott Brooks body found by jogger with multiple stab wounds to the heart. Police do not know if this is tied to the murder of Vivian Roberts. Scott Brooks, a star suspect in the Vivian Roberts case, was found dead yesterday. His body was found on the roadside along Maple Drive. At around 6:50 a.m., a jogger happened to find a body lying motionless between a bush on the side of the road. He stopped to check if the person needed help, only to notice that the body was covered in blood, and immediately called 911. They arrived shortly at 7 a.m., putting the incident to have occurred around 1 to 3 a.m. Okay, so that's unfortunate. New key. Looks like a room key. A room key, you say, huh? And this is a diary by... looks like Dorothy. Okay, July 27th. Yesterday, on hearing that Scott was apprehended for the murder of her mother, Trisha collapsed. The hospital called this morning to inform us that it was just a nervous breakdown. However, they suggested that she should stay there for another few days. Charles is asking me to stay by her side. It rained today, August 3rd. Trisha had always hated the rain. She stayed in bed, tucked under the blanket, nearly the entire day. Here and there, she muttered Scott's name out loud. She cried herself to sleep a few times. It pains me to see her like this. August 22nd. Charles visited Trisha almost every day. Today he was quieter than usual. All of a sudden, he told me that Vivian had been seeing another man, apparently a banker, for more than a year. He asked me if Vivian ever talked to me about it. Okay. I said I didn't know anything, but was sure that Vivian would never have done such a thing. Then I realized that Trisha was awake. I'm not sure if she heard our conversation. September 8th. Sheriff Howard came today. Pause. He asked me if I remember seeing anything suspicious the night Vivian died. I've already told him everything I know. It's frustrating to be asked over and over about things that I just want to forget. Before I knew, I asked if Scott could really be the killer. He said he's wondering the same thing. If Scott was not the killer, then who killed Vivian? September 16th, Derek came by to see Trisha. I asked him how he was doing. He said that the medical expenses for Wanda were more than he expected. Even with Charles's help, he's been forced to use most of his savings. He's currently searching for a second job. He asked me if there was a future for him. Traveling with Charles made him see some of the rather ugly sides of the world. His mother is hospitalized with terminal cancer, and seeing his best friend, Trisha, like this pains him. I don't know what to tell him. Before he left, he leaned close to her and whispered, "Would it have been better if Scott just never showed up? Would you have chosen me?" I wish I never heard that. Don't we all? This is Dorothy's room, which means we got business back at Dorothy's cribbo. Dorothy, baby boo, you got some explaining to do. Let's go to Dorothy's crib. There was a room key, and that looked a lot like Dorothy's handwriting. So I'm going to assume that that was Dorothy's diary, which means we need to go to Dorothy's house and get this thing done. Dorothy has got a little thing for us. 21. Can you do something for me? Can you talk to the ops next for me? 21. Alrighty then. Let's go. This door was locked. Ooh-wee, a bunch of different. A pendant of Mother Mary. Oh, we don't get to keep that. All right. New journal. All right, Friday, October 27th. Scott was released from prison this morning. Matthew went to pick him up. There's a lot of tension here in Paynes Creek. Most people think of Scott as a murderer. Charles tried to stop Trisha from seeing Scott, but it's no use. She was already waiting for him at the cabin. November 6th. Charles is drinking again. He couldn't stop Trisha from trying to see Scott, yet Scott seems to be avoiding her. Trisha should not have been discharged from the hospital at this point. She still needs help and rehabilitation. November 14th. Derek and Scott fought at the market today. Derek asked why he's avoiding Trisha. Scott didn't say anything. He just walked away. Derek told him not to come back anymore. It's sad to see what's happening to them now. They used to be such good friends. November 16th. Oh my gosh. Scott was killed? December 2nd. Trisha's been going crazy ever since Scott died. She sometimes screams in the middle of the night. Here and there she'll ask us why Scott hasn't visited her for a while. Boy, she is in love. She's in love. No one seems to know how to answer without agitating her condition. December 6th. Trisha is finally being admitted to the hospital for another mental breakdown. Charles doesn't know what to do. I've asked for his permission to take care of Trisha at the hospital until she recovers. I think Charles appreciates my help. What's in here? Okay, daughter of X. Yep. She committed Daughter of ex-mayor found dead at Paynes Creek Community Hospital. Trisha Roberts falls 40 feet from the rooftop, lands on head, and dies. Yesterday morning, the body of Trisha Roberts was found on the grounds of Paynes Creek Community Hospital. She was pronounced dead at 7:20. According to Miss Thompson, she was starting her morning shift when she heard something sound near the reception area. She went out to find Trisha lying motionless. Blood was flowing from her head. She quickly called for Dr. Bennett, the attending physician for the day's morning shift, who brought Trisha to the emergency room at once. Unfortunately, it was too late. CCTV that Trisha was walking around the hospital at around 6:30 a.m. She headed to the roof at 6:54. A few minutes later, her body was found on the ground. So I think she committed, you know what. And then she couldn't take, okay, here we go. Is this 0526? Thank you. It was Sophia's. All right, this is what? So January 18th. Dear Dorothy, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude for all you've done for me. You've taken care of my stone. You've taken care of my store on so many occasions. You've helped maintain it bright. What? You've helped maintain its bright spirit. I would be lying if I said that I am not saddened by your departure. I will greatly miss you. I wish you all the best in your new place. Do invite me there once you've settled in. May God be with you. Best regards, Oliver Gibson. All right. Great. Okay, so Oliver Photo Lab cleaning. Okay. Boom. Looks like a house key. I think it's the Oliver's crib. Oh, man. Open up. What you got in here for us? You got a... Okay. Who's this from? March 8th. Dear Sophia, how have you been? I hope everyone is treating you well at the mansion. It's been 6 months since my missionary work has started here in Indonesia. Life here is hard, but meaningful. I thought my life at the orphanage was miserable, but after coming here, I realized I am blessed more than I could ever imagine. I'm supposed to be back in 1 week's time, but I recently decided that I'll be extending my stay here for another 6 months. Jeez. Yikes, I don't know if I can do all that. I haven't received any letters from you for a while now. I hope you are doing well. Remember the time when we were at the orphanage, you said that you don't want to be poor anymore? I think God heard your call and brought you to Paynes Creek. Charles and Vivian told me that they were glad I introduced you to them. They said you are a hardworking person with a kind heart and that us being related was not the reason they hired you. You got the job on your own merit. I did not know whether or not to tell them we are not actually cousins. I feel bad for lying to them. I guess I'll have to tell them the truth someday. Having said that, I'm glad that you are in Paynes Creek. We can talk and meet anytime, just like the good old days at the orphanage. I will do my best here. I hope you can wait for me. Best regards, Matthew Brooks. P.S. I have prepared a special present for you for your birthday. Wait for my telegram that day. Will do then, folk. Will do, folk. Still got a journal to read. Alright, August 30th, 1974. I know some people don't like me. Wanda always picks on me, and Bernard ignores me most of the time. Andrew, well, he's okay, as long as I'm not in his garden. Dorothy cares a lot for me, though. I like her. Tom, our security guard, treats me with respect, even though I'm just a housemaid. Vivian and Charles are kind to me. Oh, and Matthew, too. I almost forgot about him. He's been taking care of me forever. Certainly as long as I can remember. I'm a lucky girl. October 20th, Matthew talks to me whenever he has time. Sometimes I feel like he's trying to escape his chores at the church. We'll talk about everything under the sun, our hopes, dreams, futures. It reminds me of our days at the orphanage. December 29th, landing a job here as a maid was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. However, I never imagined I would be having an affair with a married man, let alone my employer. Now I'm carrying his child. How do I face Matthew? March 15th, I received a letter from Matthew today saying that he'll be extending his stay in Indonesia for 6 more months. That's always been him. He's always had a noble heart, wanting to help people everywhere. I miss him, but I'm glad he decided to extend his stay here. It gives me time to prepare how I'll explain my situation to him. I don't know how he'll take it if he just hears the truth blurted out once he gets back. I received a telegram this morning from Matthew wishing me a happy birthday. He told me he had a special birthday present prepared for me. All I need to do is find the clues that he placed in our favorite places. He's waiting for my telegram after I've solved the puzzle. I've actually solved it already, but I don't know what to say to him. What should I do? Okay. My baby was born today at 8:20 a.m. It's a boy. He looks just like Charles. Dorothy's taking good care of us. She prepares the food and attends to my needs. I almost feel like I'm her boss. Charles visits me all the time asking if we need anything. I told him he didn't have to come so often and to instead focus on work. As a mayor, he must have a lot on his mind. June 16th, 1975. Charles told me today that his mother, Magdalene, will be arriving in 2 weeks. She knows about our relationship. I feel nervous because she's a strict woman. At the same time, I'm happy because she told Charles to take responsibility for me and my son. Our son. This wasn't a one-man job. He had to put some work in there too. Soon, I won't have to be a maid anymore. Charles has decided to name our child Vincent Roberts. I like that name. Do you now? Because, you know what? Actually, I hate it. Boom. What are you going to do about it? I'm just playing. Mary Magdalene. Alright. So, what do we have? Inventory. Briefcase key. A room key. That's Bernard. This is a house entrance key. A house entrance key? House entrance key next to her work calendar. Whose house could this be? A house entrance key. Oh, that's right. Oliver Gibson, right? Oliver these... I'm not gonna go there. Not gonna disrespect the dead like that. You can't unlock this one? Now that is tough. Alright, we need to go to... Bernard's house? Actually, hold on. Isn't Walnut Street, like, right here? Oh, that's Pebble. Walnut is what, over by Clover Street or something like that? Let's just go to Bernard's crib, huh? See, I knew it had to be... What's her name's thing? Sophia's. Actually, you know what? That sounds like a big fat lie, doesn't it? Couldn't be true at all. I had no idea that it was actually hers. Doon, doon, doon. Bing, bong. Ding, ding, bang. Alright, we're off to Bernard's crib. Bernard is hiding something. And I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. Anybody else get goosebumps listening to that? Just me? Alright. Sorry, I just felt like the man right there. I am going to Bernard's crib. Bernard's his house. Okay, Bernard. What are you hiding? Bernard hiding something in the house. Bernardy boy. Yeah, babe. Bernardy boy. Look at this. Will someone come take a look at this? Nothing. I wonder how long it took to make this game. Bernard Hopkins. Who's the woman? And that's Vivian. Alright. Oh my days. All this reading. January 12th, I drove Vivian today since Derek is out of town with Charles. As I was driving, we talked. She expressed that despite having a successful business, she felt empty and tired. Trisha hates Vivian for trying to stop her from seeing Scott. She seems to be really bothered by the name Vincent, and her relationship with Charles seems to be just for show. I wish I could comfort her. She's going through so much right now. If only I could convince to Vivian how much respect I have for her, how much I admire her. Ever since Trisha brought up the name Vincent, Vivian has been pretty quiet. Even during dinner, she hardly spoke. I can barely remember the last time Vivian appeared happy. I don't think anyone can blame her. Wanda hasn't been coming to work for a while now. Her illness is getting worse. I wonder how she's coping. February 5th. Derek wasn't available to drive Vivian again, so I offered to help. It's been a month since I first drove for her. She's been opening up more to me, telling me about the struggles she's faced with, her rocky relationship with Charles, how she really dislikes Scott. Sometimes I would give her some suggestions when she asked what she should do. Other times she just wants someone to listen to her. Mostly I am just happy to be with her. February 22nd. Vivian seems rather distraught recently. During the afternoon tea gathering, I stood outside the room and tried to listen to the conversation. She feels miserable being with Charles. They hardly look at each other, let alone speak. Personally, I don't think Charles deserves her. I finished reading Vivian's biography. Half the facts were incorrect. The writer should have done his homework better. Okay, so we got what? 4 more pages? March 17th. Sometimes when I'm driving for Vivian, she asks me to drop her off at the corner of a street, typically in front of Tom's Cafe. She's always telling me that she'll make it back home on her own. It aroused my curiosity, so after dropping her off today, I parked the car and watched her. She ordered a cup of coffee to go. She then left the cafe and walked up the street for about 5 minutes to a residential area. She stopped in front of an apartment and pressed the doorbell. Shortly after, a man in his early 30s wearing a suit opened the door. He leaned over and hugged Vivian. She gave the coffee to him and they exchanged some words. I couldn't hear what they said. They then entered the apartment together. Who is he? May 12th. This is the 6th time I followed Vivian. After she went into the building with the guy, I parked the car nearby to wait for her to come out. Is this considered stalking? About 2 hours later, a cab stopped out in front of the apartment. Shortly afterwards, Vivian came outside and the man followed closely behind. They chatted for a bit. Vivian looked extremely comfortable with him. Before leaving, she kissed him on the cheek. What's going on? May 29th. I tracked down the guy. He works at a bank. The place they meet is his apartment. How could she do that? Who the heck is he? I reported sick for the 3rd consecutive day. As I laid in bed, I kept thinking on why Vivian would be seeing another man. No matter what Charles did to her, she has kept her faith in him throughout the years. How could she be having an affair now? She's better than that. She's supposed to choose me. That's crazy. Bernardi boy, you know that's crazy, right? You know what you said is absurd, right? Boy, mustard yellow for the bathroom. That's new. That's a first. Rather interesting, no? Nothing in your cabinet, huh? Weird. It's almost like you asked to be caught for murder. Alright. Okay. So there was another thing over here, right? And I guess we'll read this one too? Good. Let's get back into it. Alright, day 1. The hospital gave me these pills. They are supposed to help fight depression. Day 2. I feel a slight dizziness. It might be the food that I ate this morning. Day 3. The dizziness comes and goes. I'm still able to work. Not a big problem. Day 5. It's my day off today. I didn't take the medication. By the evening, I started thinking about Vivian. Day 8. I had to drive Vivian again, so I took double the dosage. I had a migraine for the rest of the day. At least I didn't have to think about her. Day 11. Couldn't Vivian stop seeing that guy? Why can't I stop thinking about it? Day 12. Now I know that my dizziness comes from those pills. Day 20. The pills. They don't seem to work anymore. It doesn't matter if I take them or not. I can't stop imagining what Vivian and that guy are doing whenever they meet. Okay. Day 32. I stopped taking the medication. And you went wacky bananas on Vivian Roberts and killed her. No. We already know this. We know this, big dog. So we need to find out what that is. Inventory. A briefcase key and a house entrance key. Alright, I think we'll go to Oliver Gibson's place. And then after that, we might call it a day on this installment. Walnut Ave. Here we go. 5. Oliver's Photography. Ah, they wasn't just gonna let me in, huh? That's not it. That's the one. Alright, Oliver, what do you have in here for me? You have tools, and I just realized we have that We have that freaking hammer that we were supposed to use for the... it was the sliding drawer. That's what it was. It's locked. You don't say. Open. Okay, they won't let me inspect those. Alright, so the main area is lame. What they got for the kid? Oh my days, is that a wrench? Okay. A wrench. Here we go. Office of Church Haven, 59 Elm Street, July 27th. 17th is what I meant to say. Dear Mr. Oliver Gibson, we regret to hear that Father Matthew will not be joining any part of the annual religious gathering event from July 18th till the 23rd in South York. We received Father Matthew's memo yesterday stating that he was not feeling well. I assume he has also informed you about this last-minute change. Please send him our regards. We wish him a swift recovery so he may serve the people of Paynes Creek soon. Is that right? Our boy Matty is not feeling so great? Oh boy, that's not great. Oh my, another... Excellent. Great, it's only a page and 2 pages. January 3rd, we just attended Trisha's funeral this morning. Charles tried to be strong, but by the end of the ceremony, his face was wet. Dorothy cried her heart out. It truly pains the soul to witness so many deaths occur here in Paynes Creek. Every one of those deaths was of a person I knew, and some were very close to me. Among them, Vivian's death shocked me the most. Despite what the media said, I will not, for ever a moment, believe that Scott killed her. It just doesn't make sense to me. Trisha's death hurt the most, probably because I spent the last few years mentoring her. She was smart, kind, and very talented. She was turning into a very promising young woman. With her passing, Charles has lost all his family members. He's all alone. I can't imagine the pain he's going through. August 14th, Dorothy left Paynes Creek early February, a month after Trisha's funeral. The hospital closed shortly after. By the end of the month, Charles had packed and departed Paynes Creek for good. Wanda passed away on March 12, 1996. Her cancer had spread too far and too deep. The doctors could not save her. 2 weeks after her funeral, Derek moved out of Paynes Creek. Autumn is approaching. My photography store will be closing by the end of this month. I have many things to say, but there's no one left to confide in. Anyways, I've been thinking about retiring for quite a while now. Maybe the time has come. Oh my. Oh, Long Johnson. Oh, Long Johnson. Oh, Long Johnson. Oh, Long Johnson. It's over. The photo lab's gone. The photo lab's gone. Okay, so this don't even open. Alright. So, that was the bathroom, right? Oh no, the bathroom was over there. You can't unlock that. Alright, so, I think that's about it for this installment. Thank you for stopping by. I had a great time playing. I hope you had a great time watching. We're getting into the cracks, baby. We're delving deep into what we need to figure out. Who killed Vivian Roberts? What was the murder weapon? And what was the motive? We're right there. Thank you again for stopping by. I'll see y'all